Good afternoon, Year 6. So this YouTube video is to complement the lesson that we've just discussed. So on the board you can see my internet browser and I've got some tabs open that I'm going to go through with you. So you can see at the moment the four new words that we've learned. So we've got sequence, repeat, input and output and the definition of those words. So they are here on this YouTube video for you to be able to look at and pause and read at your own leisure. So the next thing that we're going to look at today is we're going to look at making objects repeat using actions using a timer. So I've got a program open. It's the character repeat using timer. Okay, which is this one. So this is some code that makes a character do something with a timer. So if I press play, you can see that the character, so the superhero, is moving up and down. Okay, so that's an example of code that uses a timer that you can maybe use in this lesson today. So that's just something for you to look at. So you could, it says, how could we make the character go up and down forever? It would be impossible to keep adding the lines inside each other forever. So you wouldn't just keep adding code. Okay. So what they've done instead is to make the time repeat forever, you need to work out how often to repeat the block of code. So in this case, every 1 second should be about the right amount before he goes up for 0.5 seconds and then down for 0.5. So we split the time it would take the character to move in half, and we've got the timer goes up after 0.5 and down after 0.5, which is causing the character to keep moving. Okay? So that's one bit of code. So we've got a dancing one as well, which is here. But on this one, we've got a stop. So the character, when you hit play, dances for a allotted amount of time, so it's 2 seconds, and then we've put a stop button in, which enables it to stop. So it gives you an allotted amount of time for this code to run. So that's something else that you can add. You can add a stop function, and this code is available to pause for you to make yourself. But what you're going to do today is you're going to make some predictions. So here it says all of these pieces of code use repeat commands. So they're all repetitive functions. You're going to predict what you think they might do, and then you're going to make the code on Free Code Gorilla, and then you're going to remix to see if you can change the code slightly to make it do something slightly different. So on here, you've got your think about box where it explains what predict, execute, and remix are. So what you'll do is you'll click on the first one where it says what it does, and it says all of these pieces of code you repeat, can you predict what they do? So your code is there. So you will try and predict what this code does. Okay. And then what you will do is execute the code. So you'll go into Free Code Gorilla. So you'll go back into Purple Mash. You'll open Free Code Gorilla. So you can see how I've got 2 tabs open for Purple Mash. And you will make this code here. So it gives you all the buttons that you need, and you make the code, and you will see what happens. Okay, and that's what you need to do for each one. So if we look at the first one together, so we've got repeat 20 times. So we've got repeat 20 times. So I've put that code in. Then we've got print to screen, random, adjective. So I've put in those bits of code, and I keep going back to check what my code is. and you will just build up your code as you go through. When you've finished your code, you'll click pay to check, but this is the most important bit. When you've finished, you press the 3 dotted white lines, you click save, you go to the Year 5 folder, and you save it in your folder. Okay? So you find your name and you save it into your folder. Obviously, I'll be online anyway to help you if you do have any questions.